So there is, in short, Tantra is a way of approaching the deities which is different from the Vedic Pathathies. So there may be some overlap, but there is some amount of difference in the way this approach is done. There is mantras, there is yantras, and there are other things which are used in the process so that the Upasaka reaches the deity faster than in the traditional method. We use the Vedic mantras. So when we say Vedic mantras, the core Vedic mantras which are there require a certain degree of practice and proficiency, which is almost very, very difficult for ordinary people to attain. Let's put it this way. So you need to practice. So the core Vedas, chanting of the Vedas, are practiced by those who are meant for it. Let's put it this way. There are qualifications are there. So you have to carry on those practices for 10, 15, 20 years under a guru to learn how to chant the Vedas properly. And what are the karma kanda, which is the ritual part that has to be done along with the Vedas. It's not just picking a random mantra and chanting. The Vedas have their chanda, the specific manner in which you chant. You cannot sing the mantras. There may be some mantras that can be sung. So these specifications are there in the original Vedic mantras. Okay. What people these days do, majority of Indians, we use mantras. Most of it is either Puranic, it comes from the Puranas, or it comes from the Tantras. Very rarely does somebody actually use the core Vedic mantras, except in the case of the Savitur Gayatri mantra, which is a Vedic mantra, or the Mrityunjaya mantra. But even in the Mrityunjaya mantra, there are certain variations which comes from the Tantras, which are more popular actually. Vedic mantras require that chanda. Chanda is that rhythm in which the pronunciation has to be done. Okay, and there are many other auxiliary rules along with it. Tantric mantras there are Vija mantras in Tantras, which are seed mantras. So each of these seed connects to the deity. So it's like this: if you know the seed of Krishna, or if you know the seed of Kali, or if you know the seed mantra of Durga, if somebody keeps meditating and contemplating, eventually that tattva, that principle of the deity, that energy of the deity will come into your mind, body, your life. Okay. This is the idea. Tantra requires, difference where Tantra differs from the Vedas is that it needs an proper Tantra sadhana. Not the simpler version of Tantra sadhana is fine, but proper Vija mantra related Tantra sadhana requires Diksha.